Airbnb, just know that I only constructively criticize the ones that I love. Welcome back, everybody. Such a pleasure to be back. My name is AlexBeltran, and I talk about real estate tricks, tips, and topics. So if you want the latest on everything real estate related, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that little bell so that you and me, we can become Facebook friends or YouTube friends or whatever platform you are watching me on, friends. I should probably preface this video by saying that I am not a huge stock market guy. Honestly, while I understand the systems and the process behind the stock market, I don't understand it, and it's a little too volatile for me. And to be clear, what I mean by I don't understand it is the reason for stock prices going up and down makes like 0 sense to me. And the fact that any dummy with the Robinhood app can consider themselves a day trader. Day traders know that this is a bad thing, but they'll pass it off as something good. It's kind of weird. Now, I am a firm believer in compound interest, which is why I do invest a small portion of my money into the stock market, but that's completely on autopilot. I mean, I don't even know the password to my own stock portfolio, and I really don't care to find out because I don't want to give myself a reason to check that portfolio on a daily basis. As far as I'm concerned, any money that I throw into the stock market is the equivalent of me flying to Las Vegas, walking over to the roulette table, throwing all my money down on double zeros, and most likely losing it all because the odds are in the house's favor. Which is why I love real estate. It's physical, it's not as volatile. The reaction of the real estate market, while not 100% predictable, has its natural cycles. When prices go up or down, there is no ambiguity as to why that is happening. Enter AirBNB. I've made several videos about them, and each time it seems like I don't like them. I can assure you that is not the case. I love Airbnb. I love the fact that it's a disruptor. I love the fact that it disrupted the hotel industry. I love disruptors. They are the punk rockers of the business world. Shout out to all my Misfit fans. Punk's not dead. When I travel abroad, I always stay at Airbnbs. They have the coolest locations. It's easier to integrate with the locals. I mean, if you really think about it, it's the way that traveling should be, not these huge, gross resorts that are all sugar-coated and Disneyfied. Now, with everything going on, Airbnb has been hit pretty hard, along with the entire travel industry. Airbnb's revenue has dropped by 70%. That's like a solid C- on a fail test. You do not want to ace a fail test. With stock market speculators and the government basically keeping airlines afloat, why wouldn't Airbnb want to get in on the action? I mean, with that much money lost, the initial investors must be demanding their money. And by going public, the public is basically going to bail out those initial investors. Airbnb is claiming that they're being valued at $30 billion. I mean, this is the part of the stock market that I just don't understand. Where did these numbers come from? Did they throw a bunch of numbers into a hat and pulled out a number? Hey look, it says 30 million. Fuck it, just say it's 30 billion. They'll never know. I have tediously read Security Analysis by Graham and Dodd. Okay, let me rephrase that. I have tediously read 1/4 of Security Analysis by Graham and Dodd. I had to audiobook the rest because it is an excruciatingly boring book to read. Great book to read, but really boring. And I still don't get where these evaluations are coming from. I mean, the most revenue that Airbnb has made to date is roughly about $3 billion, and that was in 2019, when things were good. Son, I know a 3-card Monty when I see one. And while I still don't think that 30 billion is correct for ticker ABNB, the inner real estate agent in me came out and thought of its potential growth. Because Airbnb only dominates one sector of the real estate market, the residential real estate market. Imagine what will happen when Airbnb taps into the commercial side of real estate. And look, I know what your next thought is going to be. But commercial real estate is dead. Everyone is working from home. Nobody needs offices. That statement is horrifically wrong. The only people that are pushing that narrative are commercial real estate investors that are trying to swoop up on more commercial real estate at a very cheap price while everyone is panicking. I know that this next statement is going to be very anecdotal, but currently my most popular video is my everything you need to know about commercial real estate. I'm going to go ahead and link it above. It's garnered the most amount of attention and action. I have a bunch of people emailing me asking me advice on commercial real estate, because they're trying to swoop in on some good real estate deals while the getting is good. And yes, there are some markets that aren't doing so well, like San Francisco, but there are some markets that are doing very well. Commercial space as we know it is just going to be thought of differently moving forward. And I think that Airbnb will be able to pull it off and solve that puzzle. Imagine internet nomads who can pretty much work anywhere in the world as long as there's an internet connection, holding business meetings in formal offices that are rented through Airbnb. Internet nomads, or as I like to call them, Wi-Fi warriors, were getting pretty popular pre-pandemic. Everything that has happened has only accelerated the process. Even formal businesses will start to take advantage of these short-term commercial spaces. I also own a production company, and I could see myself using short-term commercial space to store our expensive video equipment in a proper office rather than stacking it up in our hotel rooms, and conduct business out of there while production is going on. Airbnb can handle long-term leases as well. I mean, I'm sure it'll get a little complicated when it comes to like triple net leases and things like that, or abiding by local laws, but I mean, if they go public, they'll have the money to solve all those problems, as well as being that punk disruptor to Zillow, Loopnet, and Redfin. I mean, as of the time of this recording, Zillow's valuation is $25.5 billion. So Airbnb causing $30 billion worth of disruption? I still don't see it. However, if Airbnb figures out the commercial side and disrupts Zillow at the same time, maybe. By the way, this isn't stock market investing advice or anything like that. I have no affiliation with Airbnb other than being a happy Airbnb customer. So there's like zero reason for you to snitch on me to the SEC. Which actually brings up another point as to why I don't like talking about anything stocks related. Insider trading. I don't know if me giving my opinion counts as breaking the law, but I'd rather disclose than find out. So, insert disclosure here. Anyway, question of the day. What do you think about Airbnb going public? And what do you think its actual evaluation is? Are you gonna buy shares? Not buy shares? Why or why not? Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And that is it for this particular video, folks. If you found this video informative or entertaining, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to keep up to date with everything that I'm doing in real estate, go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram. If you want to watch some more of my real estate related content, I'm going to go ahead and link it here and here. Other than that, catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Ooh, so very quick side note, I just got a new camera. Does it look good? Do I look prettier? Hopefully I do.